Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me before I pass out. I'm too lonely to be done. I'm a drink at this place. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain with nobody to hold on to? Ooh. Why am I the only one who's feeling this pain when there should be two of us? And yeah, I know we both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy to you, don't it?
What's up, everyone? We're back with another garden tour. Only a couple more of these left.
You would think.
It's been a crazy year, just a crazy year. And the garden is still producing.
I know, we have been so blessed. We know so many people who pull their garden on Labor Day, and here we are.
October 5th or 4th?
I don't know, first week-ish in October.
The first Monday in October.
Yeah. That's where we're at. But crazy, like, it's really nice out.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Our garden is still growing really well, but we know we are getting closer to fall because Matt and I have really only been out here picking every Monday for the last couple weeks. So on our garden tour videos, we're doing harvesting, and then the kids will still come down and pick some strawberries or grab some tomatoes or whatever we need for supper that night. But really, we haven't done a big harvest, but weekly. So we know it's slowing down, but it's actually a really nice, manageable slowdown.
So the broccoli is starting to go to flower, and we think it's because we're not down here every other day cutting, but we're still having a ton of side shoots off of these that we've been still eating. So this has probably been our best year with broccoli, which is weird because it was a drought and it was very hot. So we don't know why, but we'll take it. The tomatoes are just not giving up. I don't think we've had a year where they were still green this time of year. Not in October. This is crazy for us. Normally, they're all dead or just the tops are green and tomatoes are done. But these things are still producing. Gotta say it again, this is a crazy year. We have something special coming that's gonna help us do things a little faster. We've been waiting for this thing for a while, so you have to wait to see an upcoming vlog.
So this is our first year ever planting Tabasco peppers, and we just thought we weren't going to get peppers, but look at this. You see that? These itty bitty baby peppers are starting. I guess we might have to pull this plant, Matt, and put it in the greenhouse. What do you think?
Nah, I'd rather have bell peppers.
Oh, Tabasco sauce. Doesn't that sound wonderful, though?
Found some peppers.
Ooh.
They're hidden.
Pretty.
Hidden gems.
Very pretty.
So the peppers have just really turned on now the last last like week. And I think it's because it's been warm during the day, but then cool at nights. And we're getting a lot of moisture right now. So I don't know if that's the cause of it, but the more and more I'm talking to people, everyone else is getting a lot of peppers too. And it could be just because our seasons got a lot longer this year in Minnesota. Because normally, they're all done by now. Like I said earlier, the tomatoes are all green, the plants itself. And normally, they're both dead right now, if not completely dead. So this is just new to us. We've got onions growing everywhere. What in the heck is going on? All of our... Look at this. There's onions in here, onions down here. Oh. I guess we're gonna have to maybe leave them. Maybe next year they'll come back and they'll produce onions for us. I don't know. There's a lot of onions. Look at these big strawberries. They're massive. This year has been the big strawberry year for us. Oh, another one. Look at this guy.
We gotta teach the kids how to pick strawberries better, I think.
I'll pull that one too.
So theoretically, I think you could plant 2 rounds of beans in the same place in 1 year. and get enough to harvest for the year food-wise that way if you didn't have enough space.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know that I want to plant them so late next year.
Why?
I kind of like the idea of having them all planted and it being the first thing you like.
Start canning?
Yep, you really go after in the garden and then you move on to something else. So the question is, if we're devoting that much space to green beans, because we want to plant like a pound of them, what's going to be in their place when they're done?
Another round of them? I'll look them over.
Maybe that's an easier way to pick green beans, just pick the whole plant.
Hold them upside down, you can see them a lot better. No joke.
I bet you can. Well, it's basically what you're doing when you're picking them, because you basically grab the base of the plant and you're looking up it. So instead you're just doing it upside down. Are there still dried ones on that other plant, or are they all soggy? I never did pull it.
I never looked.
I'll have to go over there and look. I might have to, you don't have to. I mean, I know you're headed that way, but I don't want to inconvenience you.
Yeah, I'm not going to. Just because I know what you're trying to get at.
Move,
There's
cat.
another garlic.
No way. Oh yeah, right there. That one wasn't even really covered up. Now that we have this green bean area all cleaned up, we found onions, more onions coming up under the green beans. But we also found, where are those, Matt?
Garlic.
Right here.
And right there.
A couple things of garlic came up. So we did notice some of our garlic almost appeared to have a seed top, kind of like an onion, second-year onion would. And I never did look it up, but does garlic grow like onions? Are there seeds as well as the bulb? Could those seeds be replanting, or are these just ones that never came up last year?
So the tomatoes up here are just cranking. They are doing wonderful. I cannot believe it. Taking that shade cloth off, both of them, has really helped. If we do one, it's going to be only one for next year, and I think I'm going to stop it about halfway. Maybe not one at all. And we'll just spread these tomatoes out, probably go every 3 feet, and just let them take over and shade this whole area for us. Because then I think if we did that, we might be able to grow greens a lot longer into our summer over here if we let these just fan out. But we have some huge tomatoes. I mean, look at this one. Just a little smaller than a softball. Another one over there. They are just going crazy. And you know the best part about this? We don't know what kind they are. Because it all got mixed up. So I came in and watered really heavy this morning. This half from here down, for some reason, isn't the carrots aren't growing as well. But when you come down here, these are just rocking it. They are just cruising along. They're doing great. So I don't know what the difference would be. I know this one had a lot more moisture in it this morning, and that side did not. So maybe that they just got more water. I don't know. So something we have to figure out. I watered that side really heavy. I know, like, by the tomato plants, the water should be less because the tomato plants are obviously sucking up more. But yeah, whatever. We should be able to get some, hopefully. And then we have all of our kale over here that is doing great also. I am very pleased with that. The only one thing that's not doing so well would be our butter crunch. And I don't know why. Partially, I think it's me, because look at some kale came into our butter crunch. I don't know, because you got a butter crunch here, I'm guessing, one here. I don't know what's going on. Could be bad seed too, I guess. But the spinach is doing very well also. So we definitely are going to have some kale and spinach this winter for sure. These things are starting to swallow up my peppers. The pepper plants. One is doing fabulous. The other two, not so much. So I think what I'm going to do is dig up 2 more and put them in here to see if we can get them to grow. But this one's doing really good. It's actually got a couple of flowers that were up here, and they're turning into peppers on the top. So we might get some pepper out of that one yet.
So we haven't shown you a lot of our herbs this year. For whatever reason, our air conditioner is actually right where they are. So a lot of times it's running and we just don't go over there. But this parsley I had to show you, it's actually the roots are growing out the bottom of the pot. But it's doing so well. I'm going to pick some of this, dry it. We're trying to get a lot of herbs saved up this year. And I'm surprised how much we have been able to save since this is pretty much our first year planting a lot of herbs. We've definitely done the usuals, and this parsley was given to me, so this is not one we started from seed, but it's kind of fun to be able to get these all dried up and saved. More sage. So our basil plant this year, the honeybees, the bees really like it, thank goodness, because we actually did not care for the basil that I planted. It wasn't the typical variety we normally plant, and it was kind of spicy, so I really didn't use it for anything this year. I just let it go. I did get a plant of, I think it's just Italian basil, just the normal variety, and planted it on the side, and that one actually tasted kind of bitter. So I don't know, I think maybe it was just too much heat when it was growing, but we just let the plant go. But I'm amazed how well it's doing when we don't pick at it or do anything with it. I'm sure we'll be seeing basil all around here next year. And a lot of our other herbs, they are doing really well too. I think this is our oregano, right? Well, anyways, it's doing really well. I think this is the oregano. Let me smell it. Yeah, yes, that's definitely oregano. And our fennel, we thought it was all lost. We had I believe there are the black swallowtail butterflies or caterpillars, and they came and just cleaned these off. And we figured they didn't eat our dill this year, which they normally eat, so we lost our fennel. But now we're seeing a lot of it. We've got the ferny part, and then some is going to flower and seed, which is actually what we want. We tend to use the seed a lot when we want a sausage flavor and things, so it'd be nice to have grown some of our own. Thanks for watching with this little harvest we had and another garden tour. Until next time, bye.
Glad you got to see me again.